this every day and manifest what you want faster. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. I'm Juliet Cleary, and if you are new here, please make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon for upcoming videos, and give this video a thumbs up if you do enjoy it. So in today's video, I just want to give you a quick little process, a quick little thing that I like to do, right? So I want you to, and I've said this in a couple of other videos, I believe, I want you to get clear on the person that you really want to be. The person, you know, your ideal self, you know, who lives that ideal life, that has those things. How do they feel every day? What kind of habits do they have? What kind of beliefs do they hold, right? Maybe do a journaling exercise and write all of that down. Really get clear on the person that you want to be. And now, this is really going to help you in daily life where, you know, you get caught up observing something and then having a feeling response to it. So, you know, observing and reacting, and you're kind of running on that default mode, right? Because anything you give your attention to is going to become more. So, you know, often during our day, we're giving attention to whatever, you know, at work or some unwanted situations, and then we're having a feeling response to it, and therefore kind of, you know, practicing the vibration of it. So this is going to help you with, you know, reacting less to your current reality. So every time that you get into a situation, you notice something unwanted, or you're in a situation that would usually trigger a negative emotion or a negative thought or a belief or a negative pattern within you, be aware of it. And then even though you're gonna feel this strong, most likely, feel a strong urge to react in the same way you normally would, whether it's through action or speech or you know, a certain behavior, or just the way you feel, the way all the thoughts that come up, right? You're gonna have an urge to run the usual old programming, the negative programming within you. And when that does happen, because now you're clear on who you want to be, I want you to ask yourself, okay, what would my ideal self do in this situation? How would they act? Would they react? Would they react in this way that I feel like, you know, I'm about to react or I have reacted? What would they think? What would be their thought about this? How would they show up differently in this situation? How would they feel? How would my ideal self feel? That future self that is living everything that I want, that ideal life, right? That person, that version of me, how would they feel in this situation? What would they do? What action would they take, right? This is so powerful. I started doing this when I noticed that there were certain triggers that were bringing up old programming and old patterns, negative patterns of mine or behaviors that I would, you know, kind of default to from past experiences, you know. And I would, in the moment, just do my best, just be super determined to make a different decision. I say, okay, well, you know, what would my ideal self do? What do I want to do? What could I do differently in this moment? I could find the better feeling thoughts. I could find the better feeling thoughts. My ideal self would not panic, would not feel bad. They would see this as an opportunity to grow. They would shift their focus to what they want instead of what they don't want or don't like. So, you know, they would feel positively. They would feel better feeling emotion. They would not worry about something like this. They would do this instead, right? So, and asking yourself questions like, what do I know is going to help me? What do I know would make me feel better? What do I know would push me in the right direction? And then following through, making the decision moment by moment throughout your day that you're going to be this new version of yourself. And every time you ask yourself questions like that, you are your ideal self. You're tapping into that future reality now. You're living it now because you're practicing being that person. And the more you do that, the more that you are, you know, creating new circuitry in the brain. You're creating new patterns of thought, and you're letting go of the old ones because you're choosing not to practice those, not to put your attention there. You know, if you start to notice your current situation, I feel bad about it. Be aware and say, okay, well, would my ideal self do this? Or, you know, what would they do? Okay, they would focus on what they want instead. They would let go a little more and focus on what they wanted. So in all different instances throughout your day, I want you to come back to those questions of, you know, what would my ideal self do? How would they feel? How would they act? How would they behave? So I want you to ask yourself questions like these. Even questions like, you know, how would it feel to be that person? How would it feel to have that life? Just asking yourself these kinds of questions. How would it feel to have $50,000 extra right now, this month? How would it feel to have a completely healthy body? Asking yourself these questions, bringing them up so you can actually think about them and wire new circuitry in your brain more often, okay? It's so super helpful. So I just wanted to share with you that process that really helps me. Put it into action, make the decision that you're gonna be a different person from here on, and let go of the old, okay? If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up, share it with anyone who you think may benefit from watching it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Put this into action. I hope that it helped you, and thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Leave me a comment below to let me know what you thought, and any suggestions for future videos as well, okay? I love you all, and have a beautiful day.